and good day. My name is Jürgen Steinmetz from eTurboNews, and this is a breaking news update. For more news updates and shows, please go to youtube.com/travel news group. youtube.com/travel news group. Here's our update.
World War III, extent of the UN Security Council impotence. The world may be facing World War III with the ongoing military assault by Russia on its neighbor Ukraine, but the United Nations' influence over a meaningful move to prevent disaster is not only difficult but impossible. Here is why. The current members of the UN Security Council are Albania, Brazil, Gabon, Ghana, India, Ireland, Kenya, Mexico, Norway, United Arab Emirates. There are 5 permanent members that have veto power able to stop any initiative. They are China, France, Russia, UK, USA. As long as a veto country is allowed to vote on an issue against the same country, any decision is doomed. This is the case now in the ongoing Ukraine-Russia conflict. Dr. Walter Mazembe, chairman for World Tourism Network Africa, and VP of this global travel and tourism network, shared the following snippets on this issue today on social media. Dr. Mazembe was the former Minister of Foreign Affairs for Zimbabwe and one of the longest-serving tourism ministers in the world. The UN veto power rule of its Security Council must be reformed, otherwise it is self-serving. Bravery is not always fighting back but being scorned for cowardice for the greater good, saving precious lives. Unilateral recognition of secessionist states is very dangerous for Unitarianism. Most nations are an amalgam of distinctively identifiable ethnic and cultural entities built around provinces. Precedent by Russia has far-reaching sovereign ramifications. The extent of UN impotence over the Ukrainian crisis should tell anyone appealing to it and its organs to look inward and for homegrown solutions. This is the New World Order, a UN crying more than the bereaved. Frontline diplomacy is the antidote of war. It's a difficult situation dealing with narcissistic characters with nuke buttons, the end game could be disastrous, and lots of response recalibration supercritical. This crisis exposes the failure of diplomacy and the impotency of the United Nations. As you would recall, in 2017 Dr. Walter Mazembe became a personal victim of one of the UN organs, the UNWTO, after it denied me a general ballot as per its statutes following a deadlock for an elective position of Secretary-General, simply because I was Zimbabwean. This UN was mute. Mr. Secretary-General Antonio Guterres, go the front and become the public face of humanity to avert this war. Speaking from the towers of New York while routinely okay is not what is needed now. Frontline diplomacy is the antidote of war.
Thank you for listening to our news update. There's more on youtube.com/travel news group, or you can read us, of course, in going to our news portal at eTurboNews.com or travelnews.online.